You know, Frank Papa told me many years ago that this is the best cup of coffee anywhere. And it only took maybe a few to realize he was absolutely spot on. And all these years later, it's that comforting taste that your Pratte pack absolutely embraces. I love the Brighton hot dog shop, and just kind of came through the drive-thru moments ago in Vanport after a very long day. And we were just making our way back from Geneva College when I started thinking about my day today and the people along the way. Scott Tatey, an incredible, talented journalist at the Beaver County Times, and Nick Ziegler, the brother from another mother. You know, I haven't spent a lot of time with him, but when we do get together, that too is very comforting. And after we were done filming today at the Beaver County Times, we were kind of taking that stroll down memory lane, talking about our parents. And I know one thing, we obviously are a few years apart, but boy, the similarity in our lives as far as the respect for our parents, our neighbors, who we are, and that legacy that is our family name. He was also talking about a real hero to me and many others, including my dad, because he always rode tall in the saddle, Clint Eastwood, who he has worked with in the film industry. There's something about Clint Eastwood that just makes me remember my dad. Maybe it was those performances on the screen, especially when he was in the saddle. And I mentioned something to Nick about the movie Unforgiven, in which he starred along with some very talented people in 1992, and it really gave him the chance to grab his golden statue, that Oscar. He directed that movie. And while that movie was making box office, well, big-time numbers, I was in the midst of carving out this wild and crazy career. And I told Nick that I didn't see it when it was in the theater, but years later, I had a chance to see it. And I walked away after watching it thinking, demons, we all have them, right? And how powerful that movie was and the significance of the message and Clint Eastwood's character. Morgan Freeman, Gene Hackman, I mean, that's the trifecta along with Mr. Eastwood, right? But I think that's why my dad enjoyed Clint Eastwood so much, because no matter the character, no matter the setting, there was always that message. And how I admire Mr. Eastwood, now into his 8th decade, still doing it at a high level for that great brand that started in that little community of Newcastle many years ago, Pennsylvania, that is, Warner Brothers. Nick may live in California, far from the Ohio River and Beaver County, but he's still got a lot of Beaver County in his heart. We all do, because of the foundation that our parents gave us. That's why it's significant that we continue to create jobs that can help the working class return to the middle class. So to my fellow neighbors from Beaver County, this cup of coffee tonight in your honor from the Brighton Hot Dog Shop. I want to thank you for embracing me all these years and letting me come into your home or wherever you may be via the radio and television for many years, and now with these videos. It has been an amazing ride, and I could have never done it without all of you. We'll continue to look at the midterm election tomorrow as we are at 424 Walnut in Swickley talking to Beaver County Commissioner Dan Camp. So until then, good night. You know, Frank Papa, that really is the best cup of coffee you'll get anywhere.